and welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell. I'm Youth Services Director at the B.B. Comer Library, and everyone at the library joins me in thanking TV47 for allowing us to showcase our programs and events to this area that we serve, the Sylacauga area. And I'm very excited today. It's that time of year again. It's spring, about to be April, and we're going to be having the Marble Festival coming up in April, starting the 5th. Joining me today to talk about that is Dr. Ted Spears. He is the chairman of the Marble Festival here in Sylacauga. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Mandy. It's a real thrill for me to be here to talk about the Marble Festival. As you know, that the Marble Festival has a very close working relationship with the library, and the marble pieces that we have on display there are among the best that you'll find in any institution in the state, and certainly probably more of them. So we're just delighted to participate and display those through the library and let the people know that this is truly the Marble City.
That's true, we are, and we enjoy having the pieces with us. I enjoy giving tours and showing people. A lot of people come in to look at the pieces of sculpture, and it's nice to tell the history of the Marble Festival there.
Well, you know, the interesting thing is that the Marble Festival was an afterthought of the State Council on the Arts, not because that they didn't have enough to do, but the Arts Council, along with Governor Bob Riley, were in Pietrasanta, Italy, and they visited the Carrara mines, and the governor turned to Al Head while they were touring the mines and said, you know what, just 30 miles from where I grew up in Ashland, they've got marble just as pretty as this, and maybe you ought to check with them and see if they wanted to participate in the cultural exchange. So one Sunday afternoon, I was doing my reading, and I got a phone call from the State Arts Council and asked us if we were going to participate. And so I went and talked with the mayor and all the business people, and we had Mr. Head, who's head of the State Arts Council, to come to Sylacauga and meet with those people. And we're coming up on the 8th annual Magic of Marble Festival that started mainly because Bob Riley was born and raised in Clay County, right close to Sylacauga, and knew about the marble. And it's been amazing that the number of people within the state who were unaware that Sylacauga had marble and had had it for millions, if not billions of years, and nobody seemed to know about it. I know we had one of our first marble festivals, we invited the area architects to come here and to meet with us, and Jim DeLoach did a program for us. And many of the architects said they did not know that Sylacauga had marble.
Oh my goodness.
And I thought, well, boy, we really have a big job in front of us. But the mission of the Sylacauga Marble Festival is to recreate the magic of marble through its artistic, industrial, and commercial applications. And so they participate with us, they being the Marble Quarry, Sylacauga Marble Quarry, the Amya Marble Quarry, and the Emrys Marble Quarry, and all the subsidiaries that they have and the components that they have influence with. So we're delighted with the relationship that we have, and we have been able to make the Marble City once again, because we had lost the tone and lost the flavor of it. And but now the textile mills have gone, the paper mills have reduced their employment, the shell plant's gone, some of the pipe shops, all of this. And what we have now is what we started with, and that is a vast source of marble. As everybody knows, this is a 32-mile stretch of marble starting up around the Sycamore and running down to Fayetteville, but the major part of it is here in the Sylacauga area. It's 2.5 miles wide and over 400 feet deep, and at the present rate of extraction, we got enough marble to last us another 100 and 150 years, so we don't have to worry about running out of marble right now, but another 100 years or so, with people on television here at 47 are going to have to say, we can make it 10 more years or 20 more years.
That's true, that's true. And I never realized that marble is in so many different products. I mean, we have the displays, or we will have during the Marble Festival, the displays at the library.
There's literally thousands of commercial products that marble is a part of. Some of them I can name, and if I had long enough, I could name 15 or 20, but let me just name a few of the important ones. Cosmetics, almost all cosmetics include marble components. Paint has been one of the biggest. The plastics, and I would like to point out that we've had 3 of the 4 new industries that's moved to Sylacauga came here because of the marble. Heritage Plastics, IKO Roofing, and Atlas Roofing. So, and there was a 4th one that went out into the county. It goes into concrete blocks. But when you look at the fiberglass components of everything that moves, and you look at cars and planes and trains and means of transportation, they have gone overboard with looking at including marble in their product, because they've been seeking ways to do 2 things. Number one, make their planes and cars lighter so that they get better gas mileage. And the other thing is that marble is the cleanest ingredient that goes into any of these products. It is not a health hazard. There's no record of white lung disease. There's no record of people being having lung problems or anything from it. And our historian, Ruth Cook, looked at that component, and she can find nothing on record where anyone was harmed by marble dust. You will wash out of your hair, and by the way, there's a lot of marble in shampoo, and since this is tax time, I'd like to remind everybody that Alka-Seltzer and Tums and all those products, those antacids, are loaded with marble. So if you worked at the marble quarry, if you went to the observation site every day and breathed deeply, you wouldn't have to buy any of those components because it'd be involved.
That's great. That it is in so many things. I enjoy telling children when they come for a tour, you know, when you unwrap a piece of gum, that's marble dust. Where the gum is, all those little things. Yeah, right.
You know, that's funny, because Emmer's had some chewing gum in their first display that they had in one of the classes came through with children. And we noticed when we left that they assumed that it was a pickup item. They carried all the chewing gum off. So we had to replace that. So at least, I don't know how many sticks of gum are in a package, but 5 or 6 children made themselves happy that day, and maybe more.
We'll just find a picture of gum next time. We're going to take a quick break, go to a commercial, and we'll be back to talk more about the Marble Festival.
Come experience the 8th Annual Magic of Marble Festival, beginning April 5th through the 16th. Tour the local quarries, see international artists breathe life into their sculptures. Enter the 5K and 1 mile fun run. Savor local flavor at the Taste of Sylacauga. Roam all over town collecting clues for the scavenger hunt. All this and more April 5th through the 16th. For more information, drop by B.B. Comer Memorial Library or the Chamber of Commerce.
This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month from Nichols Lawson Middle School, brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home and Reams Custom Home. Congratulations, Emily Porch from Nichols Lawson Middle School. This month's Star Student of the Month has been brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Reams Custom Homes, and TV 47.
In Central Alabama, 9,100 kids face going to bed hungry tonight. Hunger doesn't take a day off. There are kids right here, right now, that don't know where they'll get their next meal. Join Alabama Childhood Food Solutions and help put an end to childhood hunger in Central Alabama. Make a difference. Donate today, by mail or online, to help ACFS feed hungry kids. There's no better time to share than now. Their next meal could come from you.
Hello and welcome back to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell. I'm talking with Ted Spears. He's the chairman of the Marble Festival here in Sylacauga, which is beginning April 5th. It is April 5th through the 16th.
That's correct.
The 8th annual, right?
That's wonderful. One of the things I'd like to do is to encourage everyone to be aware that the Taste of Sylacauga, which is a part of the Marble Festival, is on Thursday night, and the tickets are on sale at the chamber, and individual chamber members have tickets for sale. We'll have the Comer Jazz Band there, and we have about 20 food vendors, and last year we had only 10 or so, so the food vendors have doubled since last year. And we're just delighted with the progress of that. And the sculptors who visit with us, we have 35 sculptors here this year. They all are intrigued and very interested in the Taste of Sylacauga, because it gives them an opportunity not only to look at the different varieties of food that we have, but to rub shoulders and stand in line with and talk with and eat some of the wonderful food, especially bluebell ice cream.
Oh,
and,
yes.
all of the other products. So I would urge everyone, if you hadn't already bought your Taste of Sylacauga ticket, to please do so, because this year is going to be even bigger and better, and I think it will be one way to welcome our sculpting friends to Sylacauga, and they can see what a vibrant community that we do have, and that we celebrate one of the most beautiful natural resources that occur on the earth. Now, one thing that I'm absolutely thrilled about is Giovanni Balderi, who has been here twice before, and who did the special one, the mask in the library. And this is his third trip with us, strictly in Sylacauga. He's been in the state 3 or 4 times before, but we were lucky to get him. He's been in Australia and China and Japan and different venues. So we're thrilled with him, and he's looking forward to returning. We have other sculptors. We have one from the San Diego, California area. We got one from Lawrence, Kansas. We have 3 or 4 from Tennessee, and we're now attracting a large segment of our sculpting audience from people who earn their living sculpting.
Oh, wonderful.
So they're professional sculptors, and this transition started last year. We have a man from, all of these have their shops in the cities I'll name them: Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Knoxville, Atlanta, St. Augustine, Jacksonville, Orlando, and then a couple of places in Mississippi, and the rest of them are either homegrown, but they're from the Huntsville area, they're from the Tuscaloosa area. We have a wonderful relationship with the University of Alabama at Tuscaloosa, and also one person who has been with us at every one of them is Glenn Dasher, who teaches sculpting at University of Alabama, Huntsville. He was the dean of the College of Liberal Arts there, and he gave that up to spend more time sculpting and being able to visit the different places in Turkey and Egypt and Israel and places like that. And so he will be back with us. And so we'll have the people from the State Arts Council. They visit with us, but we're going to have the person in charge of outdoor art, Elliot Knight, who is going to be sculpting with us.
Oh, wonderful.
And you know, we just have a wonderful community support for this. The Jim Heigl and the American Legion have been very helpful to us. A lot of our sculptors stay at the American Legion. They bring their sleeping bags or their little mattresses, air mattress, and we furnish cots. The Legion furnishes coffee and donuts for them. There's shower facilities. And the beauty of that, it doesn't cost them anything.
Right.
It's furnished by the American Legion, and they signed on early on. And I had one man tell me that, you know, we would not be able to come to Sylacauga and stay long because the Arts Council buys them the first piece of marble that they carve.
Right, okay.
That's furnished free of charge. The Arts Council pays for that. The American Legion houses them, and then the different groups in the community furnish food and what have you. And the fact is, he said, you know, we can't pay $150 to $200 a night for a motel in order to follow our passion of sculpting. We have to find something that
because they're here about 10 days.
Yeah,
is that correct?
This year they'll be here 14 full days, and it you know, culminates with the NEMAC 5K run. And NEMAC has been on board with us ever since. They were not on board the first year, but they're one of our big supporters. And the situation out there is that you know, they have almost 1,000 employees at NEMAC, and so that is a major contributor to the welfare of the entire community. And they support the Marble Festival by sponsoring the NEMAC 5K run. And I think that they have their employees, and we seek people from all over to run. So anybody who wants to participate in the 5K run or the 1 mile fun run,
yes.
are certainly able to do so by showing up on
It's
April the 16th.
Yes,
At
9 a.m.
9 o'clock. So please show up, make sure you're registered. You can register through the Rec Center with Jim Armstrong, or go online and click on the Marble Festival, and all the information is on there. You can register online.
Okay.
And so each year that has been growing, and so we're just thrilled with the kind of people that attracts. And we've had inquiries from running clubs in Anniston and Tuscaloosa and Birmingham, and I told Jim, it scares me. I don't want to 500 or 600 people to show up because I don't know what we would do with them. But we certainly think that a lot of the local people who've been supporting us have a lot of friends, and we want them to participate in this run and just really be a part of it. Another thing that the people do is that we will have tours to the quarries, and that is something that will it's in our books, but you can look at we start off with Amia the first week,
6th and the 7th.
the 6th and the 7th. We'll have trips in the morning to Amia, and you'll get to see what is being done there, and they'll give a lecture on what they are, and that is their home office in Switzerland, and the the city of Offerbing is one, and I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but the headquarters there. And then Emrys is headquartered in Paris, France.
Okay.
And then, of course, Sylacauga Marble is right here at home, and also in Bessemer. So I would urge people to sign up for these tours, and you sign up through the mayor's office. Denise Mitchell is handling that for us, and the tours leave. We'll furnish transportation and a bus to the quarries, and each visit can handle only 30 people, because that's the size of our bus. It used to be 2 15-passenger buses, but now we can take 30 people at a time.
Well, I'll tell you, to make a reservation for those tours, you call the mayor's office. We have the flyers at the library. They're available there. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more about the events of the Marble Festival. Hope you'll join us.
This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month from Pinecrest Elementary School is brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home and the Allen Companies. Congratulations, Spencer Hill from Pinecrest Elementary School. This Star Student of the Month has been brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the Allen Companies, and TV 47.
Come experience the 8th Annual Magic of Marble Festival beginning April 5th through the 16th. Tour the local quarries, see international artists breathe life into their sculptures. Enter the 5K and 1 mile fun run. Savor local flavor at the Taste of Sylacauga. Roam all over town collecting clues for the scavenger hunt. All this and more April 5th through the 16th. For more information, drop by B.B. Comer Memorial Library or the Chamber of Commerce.
This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month from Fayetteville School is brought to you by Survival Prepper 101 and State Representative Ron Johnson. Congratulations, Mackenzie Miller from Fayetteville High School. This Star Student of the Month has been brought to you by Survival Prepper 101, State Representative Ron Johnson, and TV 47.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell. I'm talking with Dr. Ted Spears, the chairman of the Marble Festival. We were talking about the tours of the quarries. Now, I wanted to mention Sylacauga Marble Quarry.
Sylacauga Marble Quarry. These are new owners, and they have made a number of improvements. They made a number of changes, and I want to encourage all the local people to look at April the 7th or the 8th. That's Thursday at 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and then Friday at 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. I think you'll be excited, and I know that they'll be delighted to see the local interest in the Sylacauga Marble Quarry. And it's been called Alabama Marble Quarry, but we certainly want to thank the Swindle family and them for naming it the Sylacauga Marble Quarry, because that helps not only them as far as location,
Right.
but it helps us as publicity. And these tours have really been wonderful to make Sylacauga a destination point for people outside of Sylacauga. And so we certainly would encourage you to go on any of the tours that you want to, but I want to give a special invitation to our locals to see if you can't make the Thursday and Friday afternoon trips to Sylacauga Quarry, because they're very gracious people, and we want to really put our best foot forward on
we
that.
We do. Well, there are so many events with the Marble Festival. I know I'll hit just a few. There is the Magic of Marble Children's Poster Contest through the schools, grades K through 5, and the children already have the information about that, and they should be naming winners in the next few weeks. There's also the scavenger hunt for the adults, a new twist. You make the list. The forms are available. They're due back to the library April 12th. You're finding the pieces this time a little bit different. It's
Yeah,
kind of
we
neat.
thought that we would reverse that, and there were so many things that we felt like we had overlooked by putting a static type picture there.
Right.
And now they can go into any store, any place in town, any place that uses marble, any building that uses marble, any home that uses marble. And I don't know exactly what the guidelines are, but it'll broaden it and make it more interesting, make it more difficult, but at the same time more exciting.
Right, you're looking for a marble that's all around us, right under our noses, in sculptors' pieces, rocks or chunks, outside of churches, signs giving directions, memorials, things like that in buildings all over town. So that's another fun part of the Marble Festival.
You know, another thing, which is we invite all of our Arts Council members and our Marble Festival people and the people who support us commercially to attend the mayor's reception,
April 12th.
which is April the 12th. And at that we have a special introduction of Giovanni Balderi and a presentation to him by Mayor Doug Murphy. We also have all of the people that have worked or involved in any way with Emrys and UMIA and Sylacauga Marble present. They're all invited. And this is a 6 o'clock performance. We have a buffet that is for these people. It's not by invitation only, but it's not for the general population, but people who are actively involved in either working at the quarry or supporting a quarry and doing any number of things. But this is a wonderful thing because we'll have special guests from the Alabama State Council on the Arts. I've talked with them, and Al Head said that he would have some people here, and they have been here in the past, and all that does, it just makes the name of Sylacauga much better when these out-of-town visitors come and participate in this. And of course, the Hickory Street Cafe and Vanessa Green will furnish a beautiful food groupings and a buffet of all sorts of exciting things. But we're really excited about that. And one of the things that will happen, we'll have a couple of tours here that is not on the schedule. We'll have Eastwood Christian School out of Montgomery that'll be coming to town and touring the library and going to the observation point. And then we have the Auburn University Alumni Club, retirees from Auburn University. And Jamie Oates, who grew up here in Sylacauga, will be bringing that tour. That's Jimmy and Peggy Hayes' daughter.
Oh, okay.
And so we got a Sylacauga connection there. And when Cheryl talked to Jamie last week, she said you already had 60 people signed up, but there was 100 people in the club, and she's expecting to be about 100 people that they will bring, and they'll be going to the observation site, and they'll be coming to the library and going to the sculpting site and be having lunch here in downtown Sylacauga. So we hope that they all, if they have 100 or so, that they can not all show up at the same restaurant. I don't think that would be something you could handle.
We can spread them out, though.
And then we have the Alabama Preservation Trust organization, which is looking at the maintaining old homes and old artifacts and different locations like farms or important buildings in town or historic places. They will be here for their meeting on the 8th and the 9th, and that's going to be an exciting thing. And then they're going to have an afternoon meeting where the people will hear a former official, Avondale Mills, who will talk about life in the village and something that's going to be in Bluebell Park. But
Yes.
You need to be a member of the Alabama Trust. The reason I mention them is that we're going to have probably 80 to 100 people who normally wouldn't be coming to Sylacauga who belong to the trust, the Alabama Trust and Historical Association. So that's really exciting. I don't know how much time I have, but let me tell a story on
A couple of minutes.
C.P. Falcone.
Okay.
Mr. Falcone came to this country as an Italian immigrant. He came to Sylacauga and worked in the quarries for a few years, but then he opened a business called the Alabama Marble Clock Company.
Okay.
And his objective was to make pieces of furniture. He made marble tables, marble chairs, marble vanities, marble chest of drawers, marble chairs. And his goal was to ship at least one piece of Sylacauga marble to every state in the Union. And he did that. And this is something we had not known before, but his great-granddaughter or granddaughter came here and visited with us, and the sisters are all coming back this year because they had not been in Sylacauga since the 1930s.
Oh my goodness.
And I carried them around town, but the important thing is Mr. Falcone had already helped to make Sylacauga the Marble City back in the 30s, and he died in 1939, and he and his wife both are buried in the Marble City Cemetery.
Oh my goodness.
And we had never heard of him or known anything about him. I know that he still has some cousins and what have you here, and they will be upset that I said I didn't know anything about it, but I do now.
Now we
and
know.
I spent a whole day at the cemetery cleaning his tombstone so that people could see it, those people who go into the Marble City Cemetery
Yes.
to look at it. And when you see C.P. Falcone, it's more than just a marker. It's a man who had a passion for marble and who shipped marble to the 48 contiguous states. And we're hoping that we can go ahead and ship some to Hawaii and Alaska and make it the 50s. So
I think we'll get that done. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I appreciate all you've told us about the Marble Festival, and we hope you'll join us in all the different events, the run, the Taste of Sylacauga, and please go over and watch the sculptors as they work across from Bluebell in the park. They'll be set up over there with pavilions and things, and hope you'll get over there and see the things they're doing and meet a few of them. So thank you for joining us on Library Connection, and thank you, Dr. Ted, for being here.
thank you for allowing me to be here.